were protests in the eastern part of Cuba over the weekend, and one thing that the U.S. press has not talked about is the role of the U.S. government in creating the conditions of scarcity of food and medicines. For example, the fact that the U.S. sanctions make it difficult for people in this country to send money to their families back home. The fact that the U.S. government tries to get other countries to not hire Cuban doctors, a major source of income for the Cuban government. But worst of all is the fact that the U.S. puts Cuba on a state sponsor of terrorism list, which is a total farce, but makes it very, very difficult for Cuba to have financial relations with the rest of the world. When I was in Cuba recently and talked to farmers who couldn't get spare parts for their tractors, who couldn't get gasoline to take their products to market. I talked to doctors who couldn't get sutures or couldn't get cancer medicines to keep their patients alive. If the U.S. really cares about the well-being of the Cuban people, it must lift the sanctions and take Cuba off the terrorist list.